Hey everybody, it's the Redstone Wizard here again, bringing you another Redstone tutorial. This time, what I got for you is not a design made by me, but there is no information exactly on how to build it. And trust me, I've looked. There's people that have it used, and they don't explain how to use it or how to build it, so that's what I'm here to do. So, what we got here is another binary encoder. But this one was designed by a player named Gecko. And, well, I just looked at it, figured out how to do it. And this was just off of the channels I looked at with the design. So what we're going to do is actually learn how to build it and how it actually operates. So let's take a look at what we got. Now, quick explanation. This part right here is just to show you what's happening. This has a little bit of a reset line. It's a reset line and a start line. But that's not, this is just to show you how it works. So, if we want a number, like standard binary code, this goes from a binary to a standard digital number. We want 10. If I hit this button, it'll activate the system. And if we come down to where 10 is at, it'll show it working. Now, if I want to have a different number, let's say 5, and I hit the button, and it come over here, and we have 5. Well, what if I want 0? And we got 0. So, yep, so that's how this works. And once you guys see how it's built, you'll be like, oh man, that's so much easier than your other one. So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to build this, and I'll explain why it works this way. So, let's get to building this thing. Alright guys, I'm back. And everything we need in my hotbar -1 item is everything we need for the system. So let's run through that real quick. We're going to need a bunch of observers, some redstone torches, some powered rails or activator rails, and some blocks to build with. Solid blocks, so guaranteed. So, now let's go through a quick explanation on how this system works. So what I got here is 2 pistons with pretty much the setup for the observers that will end up being happening in a quick method. We have observers that don't have redstone torches and observers with redstone torches. So, let's say I activate one without a torch. It's going to pulse. Same thing with one. It's going to do it in reverse. Now, if I do both of these at the same time, these will alternate. It's because we're using the observer and the torch method for this to make it work, which actually works out quite well. So, but as you can see here, I've got actually a layout here. This is for a 6-bit system. This thing is 64 blocks long. Am I going to put it together for you guys at 64 blocks long? No, I'm not. Sorry. If that's just for a tutorial a little too big. But what I will do is show you guys how to set up for a 6-bit system if you need a 6-bit system or even a 8-bit system. So, now the numbers, the way that this is set up is actually quite useful because then it'll explain a lot. Now, if we remember how binary works, and the way it works is each bit has a set number value, all we have to do is translate it over to block form. So, the first one is 1. Everything in here has a bit value of 1 or 0. So, this right here is 0, 1, 0, 1. And that's all it's ever going to read is 0 and 1. Now, this one has a bit value of 0 or 2. So, 0, 0, 2, 2, 0, 0, 2, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. This one's 64. So pretty much you just have to take the bit value of that number and set up that many. Or you go to the previous one and you double it. Makes it a lot easier. But yeah, I'm just going to set up for a 3-bit because it's so much faster. But let's talk about rail placement real fast, because it is crucial with this system to have your rails properly placed so that they don't interfere with other ones. So you place a rail down. These are powered and activator rails only. They will automatically, when you set them down, your first rail will automatically be facing towards the north and the south. So no matter where I set these, they're all going to be facing north and south. I can even set them next to it, and they'll still be facing north and south if they're facing that way. But as soon as I place one on the east and west of them, they will snap that direction. And if they're east and west, and I happen to break that and place it there, they'll snap that direction. But if I place one on the east and west, and I try to place one on north and south, it's not going to snap into that rail. So to make sure that we get the desired effect that we want, what I recommend is every other one that you're going to be going with, when you're going north-south, do an extra on the very ends. Make your lines. And then on the ones that you're not making your lines, fill that in, and then you can break these, collect the resources back, and these will never interact with each other. So what we got to do first off is powered rails and activator rails. They will power up to 9 blocks, be powered up to 9 blocks. So if I set up a few more here, take this torch, place it here. This is 8, 9. Here's the 10th block. We'll just place an observer, power these, and you do this as long as you need to have the signal powering. But since I'm only doing a 3-bit, it doesn't matter. So we'll place all our rails on our 3-bit system here. And like I said, to extend it, you just follow this pattern the whole way. So for this one, it will be here with the same pattern as here. So now, down here, as you can see, I've got some black stone, bricks, slabs, and some smooth stone slabs. These represent we're going to be using a double observer, and this is going to be an observer torch. So if you do not have this pattern memorized like I do, wherever you have the ones that are where I have as blackstone, place just an observer and then double it up. And the only reason why is it's for your visual verification. Then everywhere else we'll just fill in with regular observers. And then torches on all of these. You can set it up where you are doing the torches first. I mean, placing them first, and then these, but 0 has to be, well, they have to have the observers. There's no question about it, but yeah. Then from here, we're just going to cover them all up in blocks. And there we go. Now we're pretty much done here, except if we power this, we're not going to get a signal out. And also, if we power it, we're not even going to get a, we're always going to get a 0 first. 0 guaranteed, and then a whatever we have. So, normally it will be set right here, but I have this set for a 6-bit system, so I'm just going to move it over here for this purpose. But you can actually set it right here. Okay, so where our 0 is, our 0 line, we're going to place a observer, and a torch with a solid block on it. Now this is a little longer, but like I said, I would normally set it right there, but I got this set for a 6-bit. Then we're going to take and add the extra blocks for this side because I have because this is north-south and this is east-west. And then we're just going to line it all up, skipping every other one. And if you notice, all these rails are getting powered. The whole line is getting powered. That's what we need to see. The whole lines have to be powered. So if every line's not powered, then you're doing something wrong. So then we're going to place an observer detecting these rails when they get unpowered. And I'm just going to set a block on it here because I need to do some visuals. And these just have a shulker box in it, so there is nothing crucial about it. So now what has to happen is all the lines, all of these rail lines, including the 0, have to be powered at the same time. So that's why we have this set here. So if I flip out number 2, flip the lever on and off, we have a shulker box in 0, 1, 2. If I go to 3, flip the lever, we got 1 and 3. 7, 1 all the way in 7. 0, we got 1 and 0. And that's how this thing goes. Now, I hope you guys find this video useful. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave it down in the comment section. If it's a major issue, I recommend you join my Discord. Link to that will be in the description. If you want to support me, you can either subscribe or join my Patreon. Link to that will be in the description. I am streaming on Twitch. It is my own custom realm where I am actually building a binary sorter in survival. So, yeah. Hope to see you guys there. Link to that will be in the description. But you guys, this is the Redstone Wizard. Enjoy building.